Tearful families look on as search crews work to find bodies near Kyiv. Heavy fighting explosions continue, and the immeasurable human loss still continues to grow. We are now 50 days into this war. 68% of Americans say that the U.S. has a responsibility to do more to stop the conflict. Over 70% of Americans believe the worst of the war is yet to come. Meanwhile, two more countries, Sweden and Finland, are looking to join NATO. President Vladimir Putin is now threatening to bring nuclear warheads into that region as a threat to them. This, as a crucial Russian warship, has been lost. Ukraine says it's responsible. Now the country is bracing for a major Russian attack in the eastern Donbas region. The sinking of this warship, either by the Ukrainians or by a sort of casualty of Russian incompetence, cannot be understated. The significance of this is huge for Vladimir Putin. The U.S. and EU are now sending more than $1 billion worth of weapons, ammunition, and equipment. We just heard the $800 million put in. What's stunning, I think, is that if you look at this poll, 60+% of Americans want us to do more. Only about 39% of Americans approve of President Biden's job. So they're saying that he needs to do more effectively. You turn that around. We said it's been 50 days. If 49 days ago I had sat here with you and said, the Ukrainians are going to turn this around and have the momentum. They're going to kick the Russians out and humiliate them around Kyiv. They're going to sink Russian warships. You would have asked me if I'd been drinking too much tonight.
Right. Well, the Russians thought they'd have it done in 2 days.
Right.
They even brought in uniforms to celebrate in the streets of Kyiv.
Right. All these things, and yet they haven't. So credit goes to the Ukrainians, but also there is an enormous amount of credit that the Biden administration deserves for having played this hand out. Could they have done things better? You can always Monday morning a quarterback, but wow, and for some reason, the president is not getting that credit by the American people.
No. And you brought up the flagship Russian military vessel sinking today. And militarily, it sounds like that's not really all that significant. Symbolically, it is huge. At this point, 50 days in, just yet again, the Russian forces are stymied. They were ill-prepared. This massive ship, which is their flagship, is now at the bottom of the Black Sea. And it gives more momentum to the Ukrainian forces as we prepare for what is this imminent battle in the Donbas region. We know that Russia has been, putting ample troops ready for this battle. But you have to be thinking, what is their move now when something like this happens? But you're right, Leland. Americans are calling for more. I want to share with you what President Biden said about whether or not senior officials will be headed to Ukraine to enter into talks and do more. Take a listen.
Will you send senior officials to Ukraine?
Well, we're making that decision now. Thank you.
Who would you send?
What was the reason? Are you ready to go?
Are you?
Yeah.
What's really amazing about this is we've had a few moments, a number since the war began, where President Biden really spoke from the heart. Are you ready to go? Yeah. I am. Vladimir Putin's a war criminal. Vladimir Putin is committing genocide. Vladimir Putin, for God's sakes, cannot remain president of Ukraine, all of Russia, all these things. And every time his staff walks it back. Mm-hmm. Every time, and it's like every time the president is being presidential, it's stunning.
Well, and curiously, the American people want more from America to help Ukraine. And you're right. The president says, yeah, I'd like to be doing more. I mean, I had an interesting conversation earlier today with an expert talking about intelligence sharing and kind of the complications and the risks of sharing too much. And he basically made the point that, yeah, the U.S. could be sharing more intelligence to help on the battlefield, but Ukraine's done a pretty good job that I think we're in a good spot to let them continue to do what they're doing. You could always give more. You made the point the other night. Do we deplete our own resources by continuing to give?
Yeah, I will say, I think over time, we are going to find out, as history is written on this, that the United States has done a lot more and is doing a lot more than we currently know about.
Right. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.